Eagles 7. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A good rally to the football keeps them to only a yard, and it's second down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Giants 14, Eagles 7.
Still 9 yards to go on second down from the 27. Hurts sets up to throw it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there, first down.
On the play. First down, Philadelphia.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Jalen Reagor was the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down.
Incomplete. Coverage defensively by Logan Ryan.
He'll fire it deep for Reagor. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line. Now, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Barkley on first down, going to work his way forward, only for about a couple there.
Adrian.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. That one good for 37 yards.
Well, so often now we're praising tight ends for their nimbleness and how they catch the ball downfield. But occasionally we get a reminder that tight ends, they've got that tough guy aspect too. How about him catching that short one there, shaking off tacklers, and turning that into an expansive gain downfield.
And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
Jones back to the air on second down. This is caught. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
Brings up third down.
Here's Jones from the gun on third down. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Davante Adams, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Kick is good.
And he's able to put it through.
Giants 21, Eagles 7. Graham Gano.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
5-yard line.
Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
First down, Eagles.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. He'll be dropped shy of the 40 despite powering through the tackle. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Second and 6 at the 39-yard line.
And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
He did a fine job there not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Back to throw again. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off right around the 43. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Nothing at all on that one. It'll be second down. On first down, it's Sanders. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 25 yards, the pickup there, and also a first down.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah, key that A-gap usually on those runs, right?
That's where it all starts, because everyone wants to kind of control that area. It disrupts things from the defensive side and the offensive side. As we just saw, it opens up possibilities.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for first and goal. They're going to look to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Number 81.
Tyree Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles have cut it back within a score.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Returning it, John Ross. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking.
And that's caught inside the 35.
Nothing here.
Touchdown, Giants. Kenny Golladay, 78 yards. And the Giants strike quickly here for 6 points.
Graham Gano on.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now he can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll throw from the gun. Flushed out right. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by... And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but the other team doesn't get it. That's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Dancing to his left. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. It was Logan Ryan that time who knocked it away.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try.
Hurts fumbles it. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Hurts going to keep this himself. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And last time the formula was pretty simple. 1-play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, 1-play drive's exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. He'll get this one to Galladay. The Giants going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Rolling to his left. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Giants are able to add on to their lead.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
His kick is good.
They had to go to the monitor, get an extra look. That's what the technology is for. And this touchdown will count. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Oh, wide open, complete, and all the way down to the 35. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Play action. Here's Hurts. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 14. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. Uh-oh. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. A Big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, Gano out to kick this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And all in all, a pretty solid return. Nearly got it to the 35. They'll mark him down officially at the 34.
34-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at the 34. From the gun, he'll set up to throw. Catch made by Fulgham. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Escape, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Josh Allen, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. That's Sanders. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by James Bradbury. And a return across midfield into the 46-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
A big hitter there, a 1st down gain of 26 yards. Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down.
At the 19-yard line.
On 3rd down, they're going to go with the option. A quick toss out right. Now those linemen, of course, can't be more than a yard downfield when a pass is thrown, and they might have been able to call that on a couple of guys there. They'll give it to Barkley off the option play. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Needed 13, and with a good spot, they got 13 and a 1st down. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a flag down. So erase the red zone score. They'll have to dial that one up again.
And you know how difficult it is to strike in the red zone because things are a little bit more condensed. You got to go back to their play chart and see if they can dial up another one.
Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
He was brought down by Patrick Onwuasor. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 5.
He may try, and he is in. Touchdown, Giants. Daniel Jones keeping it himself from 5 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This one taken just inside the 10. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 39, and his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Giants offense cashes in with 6.
Is good.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that will extend this big lead.
14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. A fairly short kick from the 14. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They'll try and throw for it here. And it is incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Well, that's another mistake there on the drop pass on 4th, and we've seen them do things like this all game.
It's not hard to figure out why they're down by that deficit. They haven't made plays that are going to keep them in the game or win the game all game long. That's another example right there. It all boils down at the end of it to execution. Either you make the play or you don't.
23 yards on the pickup there and a first. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
Fletcher Cox on the tackle. A gain of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here Jones gets it out quickly, complete. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that. If they were, and he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. And his kick is good.
The score, Giants 63, Eagles 14.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fielded in the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by James Bradbury. And he'll bring it back to about the 5-yard line. Yet another mistake after the interception there. And, gosh, you look up at the scoreboard. They just got to be thinking this one cannot get over fast enough.
It certainly can't. And also what happens when you get this big of a deficit, you're supposed to make all the right throws, right? You're supposed to try and obviously get the ball to your own guys. But being down this big, you also take even more chances. And in this situation, that hasn't paid off for them at all.
On the other sideline, jubilation and laughter. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
No question. He's so dangerous down here near the goal line. The safeties, they have to be involved in run support against a quarterback like this. And in turn, they're going to ask their teammates to be involved as well.
And Jones is not going to have the 1st down as they stop him short. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. But this started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. Back to throw now in his own end zone. He'll get this complete to Jalen Reagor. He's at the 50, 30, past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Jalen Reagor, 99 yards. And the Eagles able to get this back to within at least some measure of respectability. Santos able to tack on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Takes it at the 7. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself. But you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A good job defensively there on Gurley as they hold him to only a yard. It's 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another carry down for Gurley. And he'll take this inside the 30 to about the 29, maybe the 28-yard line. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, Jones. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. First down, Giants. Jones to Ingram.
At the 12-yard line.
On first down, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Tackle made there by Tony Jefferson. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Score Giants.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, the train just keeps rolling. 9-0 now to start this campaign. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Atlanta Falcons next week. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for...